Well, hello again, everybody. Just the other day, I was trying to convince my brother that I have not totally lost my mind. But in the face of that, in walks another vintage box fan. All metal. If you've been watching my videos, you know I prefer the all metal kind with the metal grate. Mostly because I like to see the blades. I think that's really why I prefer them. It's got plastic handle and plastic knob. This is a first... This is an early Lakewood. We'll take a look at why. It's got a Westinghouse motor, which is not exactly what the motor I prefer. I was hoping when I saw it on Craigslist that it would have the earlier motor with the little oil tubes, but this does not have that. This has got the Westinghouse instead. It's got the metal blades. There's a little bit of this tag still in there, but not all of it, so I can't tell the entire model number. And the plan today is to take the front grate off and oil the motor on both sides. It has oil ports, and we should be able to get that done. It runs pretty good. And we'll take a closer look at it. We're doing a handheld here. The blades are pretty shiny. You can see my stupid Ghostbusters shirt in there. Here's the tag. Model number WTG- something something something, but that part of it's gone. As you can see, there's very little rust on this fan. There's the inspection tag sticker. That's hard to see, sorry. There's the switch in the bag. And we look down the sides again. On the other side of the case, you know, little spots of discoloration, but no rust in the bottom. We'll take a look. It has all the 4 feet on it. It does not have the riveted guys. It's got the rubber feet on the bottom. They do still seem to be riveted in, as you can see on the other side there, but it's got the rubber feet. It says 3-speed, high, medium, low, and then it's got the plastic handle with the rough finish on it. The cord's in pretty good condition. It does not have openings for a stand, which is interesting. Let's flip him around without breaking the handle if we can. And so now, as you see from the back, it's got the early motor mount with the opening for the oil tube for the earlier motor, but this has the Westinghouse instead. It all looks pretty good. Again, not a lot of rust, and I guess we'll put it over onto the side. Sorry for the poor cinematography here, but as you can see, 4 feet and no real rust on the bottom. So there it is, and we're going to pull the front grate and oil this up. Just a couple of drops. We're not going to pull the motor apart today. I just want to see it run and show it to you guys. Sorry about any wind noise. It is windy out here. I apologize for that. But again, looks pretty good on the bottom. Very little rust here. The original Avocado, frickin' green. A couple of interesting things that I noticed is that the handle is bolted in, not locked, clipped in. Interesting. So it's, the shaft and blades seem okay. Seems pretty free, but we're still going to try and oil it. I kind of want to see if the hub comes off. It doesn't look too rusty and grody, so we'll see. As far as our tag, we have model WTG-53 and then probably something, right? So that's what she looks like. So stay tuned. We've got our Allen wrenches, and this one is 5/32, much larger than the Westinghouse. That was a 1/8. It's interesting to see that they're not really standardized. Let's see if this is free here. It's not imperative for today to remove this. That was pretty easy. So let's see. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Nope. Not really. No movement really. Well, okay, so we're not going to deal with that too much today. We can clean the oil port back here and get some oil in there without removing the blades, so we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put that back in there. So then, when we do finally decide to do all this, how do we get the blades off? It does look like someone has banged on this with something other than a soft screwdriver mallet. So these are stuck on here, and obviously someone tried and failed to get them off. So as you can see, the oil port is covered with dust here, which indicates it hasn't been oiled. So we're going to clean that off and drop 4 or 5 drops in there, and oil the back. The back doesn't look as bad, and then give it a run. And then going forward, we'll have to figure out how to pull the blades and then do the whole thing on the motor. Try and get some of the gunk out of there. Boy, there's a lot of crap in there. That is not a good thing. So this is why you pull the motor apart, because who knows, you know, I can drop some oil in there, sure. Who knows if it's going where it's supposed to be going? I don't know that. But there's a lot of stuff in there. So maybe that's right direct to the felt? I don't know. It looks weird. I'm not that excited about it. So I don't really know if any oil is going to go in there anyway. It's really hard to tell what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if that's clean enough. I guess we'll drop a few drops and see if you know, anything actually goes down in there. I expected there to be a clearer path. The other side, the back of the motor, doesn't look like that, so I'm not really sure what we're expecting with that, but we'll try and drop a little oil in. Stay tuned. So here we are again with the oiling portion of the video, and we're going to try to drop a few little drops in here. Usually when you read instructions for these old fans, usually says 3 to 5 drops. We're going to let it sit for a second, see if that goes in anywhere, but I'm not too convinced that the oil is going to make it to its destination. It's kind of going somewhere. Do another drop. It's taking its sweet time, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to wait on that, see if it goes anywhere, and drop 3 or 4 more in and give it a little time. So that's the first part of that. Alright, there was a bunch of what looked like dirt and dust packed into this oil opening as well. But it might just be the felt that they put in there. Maybe the felt is supposed to lead all the way up to the opening. It's really hard to say, and I've never seen one of these motors before, so I don't really know what I was supposed to expect. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know. But I got about, 10 or so drips in. It took a long time for it to soak in, but I think we got some oil in there now, at least as much as we can for today. And so let's plug her in and we'll show you how she runs. We moved back in the house because the lady across the way is mowing the lawn. It's always something with these fan videos, but that's what you get for doing it during the day when normal people do stuff. So here she is, ready to rock, and we're going to start on high. Starts right up, as you can see. Medium. Liking that. So there's low. From what I've seen, this Westinghouse motor acts kind of different with the plastic blades. Maybe it's just the motor runs different. So there's low, does a pretty good job. We'll go back to high. Watch for a spin down. The lack of rust and everything on this is pretty wild. It was in a house, not a garage or a basement or whatever, I think. The woman I bought it from, when she started cleaning it, she actually cleaned it for me, which is crazy. And she ran the grates through through her dishwasher. Pretty wild. So it looked like this when I got it. So it's pretty cool. Now, the one question I have. Now, one of the things that surprised me was the grate, the way the grate mounts. You can see that it's recessed. It's sort of bent in, and they're all like that. See how it goes. The question is this mounted correctly? Should the grate be recessed into the case, or should it be flipped around so that it's proud of the case? If any of you have found an original one of these and know how this should be mounted, both grates front and back are set up that way, but that's, you know, the lady took them off and washed them, so it's likely that she just put them on the way she saw fit. Who knows if that's how they were originally. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it didn't turn out to be too long. And this is model number WTG-53 something something. So thanks for watching. If you have any information that you think I would love to know on this fan, especially whether the Westinghouse motor was something they did a lot on these. Again, I was kind of expecting to find it with the earlier motor with those little oil tubes, but that's what this came with. So there you go, avocado green. Thanks for watching.